So this is a 10-string Cittern. It's got a cedar top, U back and sides, mahogany wenge or wengy depending on your pronunciation, and holly neck, Goto tuners, ebony fretboard and bridge, and my favourite Jim Dunlop strap locks, which allow, it's basically flush, they're recessed so it's kind of flush when you're not using them, and if you then just plug in your strap you have a very solid strap which plugs in and out, which is really nice. This is tuned GCGDA, which is my preferred tuning because it's good for tunes and chords, or a combination of both. So in open G you can get lots of nice kind of resonant sort of drony sounds. They're pairs of the same strings, so G, C, G, D, A, and by pressing, because of the bottom strings, by pressing the second fret, the second string, and playing with bottom 4 courses, you get a G chord, perfect sort of G fifths, so major or minor. So if I want to go minor, I can go up to, which is essentially a F, sorry, minor, or I can go major. Obviously got access to the G up here as well, which I quite often use because that gives quite nice lots of variations on the So these are just 2-finger chords, or 1 finger on the bottom. I almost never play all 10 strings together. I always play kind of chords on the bottom 3 or 4 courses, or tunes on the top. And the reason I've set it up in this way is because I play a lot of Cayleys, and for that I need a mandolin and an octave mandolin. So if I put the capo on the 7th fret, I now have a mandolin on the top 4 courses, so it's G, D, A, E, with an extra D on the bottom string. So that allows me to do the kind of D chords that I was talking about. If I want to sing, but it also gives me a full kind of like mandolin. So it's just a normal kind of mandolin as you can imagine, but I can do, for example, but then very quickly with this, what's this, Kaiser capo, I can very quickly just bang it down to the 2nd fret, move a string down, and then I've got essentially an octave mandolin. And because I've got this bottom string tuned up a note, it gives me the ability to do the chord there. So yeah, mandolin, octave mandolin, and then what is essentially like a G bouzouki, with a slightly different tuning. Because there's quite a nice length between the bridge and the fingerboard here, you can get quite a lot of variation on how the notes sound, so I can quite easily get it sort of bell-like. Get it banjo-like if you want to sound like that. should have mentioned earlier, I'm just recording with a Zoom Q2N, so the sound is straight off the Zoom recorder. There's no fancy effects or microphones or external anything. It's just no editing. It's just as is, straight off the Zoom. It's quite nice, this scale length for male voice, I find. I find it's very close to mine, although I've got a hoarse voice just now, but we could do like a... Fisher lassie sides, come along with me. If you care to buck and me, but I'll keep a bucky up the Aberdeen and all the country run. We're no want to cut the hand, we're no want to have it too. Rise up in the morning with your bundles in your hand. Be at the station early or you surely have to stand. Time plenty to eat and a kettle for your tea, or you maybe tea a hunger on your way to your key. Die the catiri yakaram the caro, die the catiri yakaram the caro, die the caro yakarim do the katai the catiri yakaram the caro, die the catiri yakaram the caro. And as I said, if there's somebody on guitar, I can play sort of mandolin and tunes and things. One of the things about having the option of moving between these two places, the mandolin and the octave mandolin, as you see there, where I'm kind of going up to my pinky or higher, if it's getting kind of high like that, it can move down to here and drop a string, and then instead of using my pinky, it's an open string on the top, and I can go up again. And I can play the bass on the bottom if I should wish. That note I wouldn't normally be able to get because that's quite high on the mandolin. That is the equivalent of a what's that? That's a 7, 8, 9, 10th fret on the mandolin, but you can get it very easily just by dropping down to. And whilst playing an octave mandolin, you might want some different fingerings for the bottom. Say, for example, which I'm quite happy with. You can also then on a Cittern just jump up to here and play an octave up, string up, and do. So yeah, that's it. Any questions or any other demos or anything you want to do, just let me know. Thanks.